Deep in an ancient forest where sunlight barely touched the ground and the air shimmered with old magic, lived a fearless adventurer named Eldrin. He was known across villages for his strength, courage, and hunger for fame. Yet in truth, Eldrin wandered not just for glory, but for something that would finally satisfy the emptiness in his heart. One night, under a pale, full moon, Eldrin heard a cry echo through the trees. He followed the sound until he found a beautiful fairy trapped between twisted roots and a massive, magical wolf. The beast had glowing red eyes and fur dark as night. It snarled, ready to strike. Without thinking, Eldrin drew his sword. The battle that followed was fierce. The wolf leapt and clawed, while Eldrin dodged and struck. Eventually, with one lucky blow to the creature's heart, the wolf let out a final howl and vanished into smoke. The fairy, trembling but alive, floated to Eldrin's side. Her wings shimmered with colors no human eyes had seen. "You have saved my life," she said softly. "I am the guardian of these woods. For your bravery, I shall grant you 3 wishes. But be warned, every wish reveals who you truly are." Eldrin, panting and proud, grinned. "Then I wish for endless riches, a magnificent house to live in, and a beautiful wife to share it all with." The fairy's hands glowed with magic. In the blink of an eye, Eldrin found himself in a grand palace atop a green hill, gold spilling from chests in every room. His wife was kind, gentle, and beautiful, everything he had ever imagined. For a time, he lived in perfect happiness. But weeks passed, and Eldrin's heart, once grateful, began to stir with new desires. His mind wandered back to the fairy, her glow, her magic, her beauty beyond human understanding. Despite all he had, he began to want her too. One evening, overcome by obsession, Eldrin returned to the forest with a silver net crafted by a sorcerer. He searched until he found the fairy again, dancing among the fireflies. "I gave you all you asked for," she said, sensing his presence. "Why return? I want you," Eldrin whispered. "You're the only thing I don't have." He cast the net. The net never reached her. In a blinding flash of light, time seemed to freeze, and the forest fell into an eerie, unnatural silence, as if the very trees were holding their breath. The white fairy hovered above him, her expression not angry, but deeply disappointed. "You asked for wealth, a grand home, and a loving wife, and I gave them all to you. But your heart desired more, and your greed led you to try and take what was never yours. Wishes cannot be undone, but blessings can be taken back when they are abused." With a wave of her hand, everything vanished. The gold turned to leaves. The mansion crumbled into dust. His wife disappeared like smoke. Even the clothes on his back returned to the rags he once wore. Eldrin was left in the forest, just as he had been before, tired, poor, and utterly alone. He fell to his knees, the silence around him heavier than before. From that day on, he wandered the woods as a different man, no longer chasing treasure, but warning others of the cost of wanting too much. He helped the lost find their way and shared his story not with pride, but with humility. He had once asked for everything, and in the end, he found meaning in having nothing. Moral of the story: when we are never content, even the greatest gifts become meaningless. Greed is a fire that consumes everything, including the soul that feeds it.